Good morning, class. Today we will study about understanding elementary shapes, which is the chapter number 5 of class 6 Mathematics NCERT book. In this chapter, we will study about introduction, how to measure a line segment through comparison by observation, comparing by tracing, and comparing by ruler and divider. We will also study about what are angles, shapes. In the shapes specifically, we will deal with 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional shapes. All the shapes which you see around us are formed using curves or lines. We can see corners, edges, planes, open curves and closed curves in our surroundings. We organize them into line segments, angles, triangles, polygons and circles. They all are of a different sizes and different measures. Measuring a line segment, which is the next topic of your chapter. Before measuring a line segment, we should know what is a line segment. A line segment is a fixed portion of a line. This makes it possible to measure a line segment. This measure of each line segment is a unique number called its length. We use this idea to compare a line segment. To make a comparison between any two given line segments, we should know a relation between their lengths. We can make a comparison by observation. By just looking at them, you can tell which one is longer. For example, in this figure, we can say that B line is longer. But you cannot always be sure about your usual judgments. For example, if you see the adjoining figures, adjoining segments, in this it is very difficult to tell which one is longer or which one is smaller. The difference in the length between these two may not be obvious. Therefore, we need another ways of making comparison. So we need a better method of comparing line segments. We can make a comparison by tracing. To compare AB and CD, we use a tracing paper. Trace CD and place the trace segment on AB. Can you decide now which one among AB and CD is longer? This method depends upon the accuracy in tracing the line segment. Moreover, if you want to compare with another line, with another length, you have to trace another line segment. This is difficult and you cannot trace the lengths every time you want to compare them. So we also need a better way to make a comparison. So the next way of making a comparison comes to us, comparison using ruler and divider. Note how the ruler is marked along one of its edges. It is divided into 15 parts. Each of these 15 parts is of length 1 centimeter. Each centimeter is divided into 10 sub-equal parts. Each sub-part of the division of a centimeter is known as 1 millimeter. Now, when you are working with the ruler, some errors might creep into your observation without you noticing it. The positioning of your eye while reading the observation is very important, especially while using a thick ruler. See the figure given. When you are making the length of the line segment, the eye should be directly above the mark on the ruler. In the above figure, the position of the eye in the middle shows the correct way of taking the reading. The positions of the eye on the left and right can lead to a wrong observation, and this can lead to an error. So these errors are called positioning errors. Using divider for a measurement is the best way to measure a line segment. Place the two end points of the arms of a divider at the two end points of the line segment which needs to be measured. Then, without disturbing the divider, place it on the ruler with one of its arms at the 0 and mark of the ruler. Now the measurement of the two arms of the divider is the measurement of the length of the given line segment. As the divider has sharp ends, so it will always give us a better way of measurement. So we should always advise that we should measure a given length of the line segment by using a divider and place it on a ruler for a better accuracy. What is an angle? See a notebook here. Look at the angle made by the adjacent sides. The adjacent sides are OB and OA of the notebook form an angle. This angle is a right angle. There are different types of angles, class. We all know what is an acute angle, right angle, straight angle, example, obtuse angle. There are certain definitions which I would like to read it for you. An angle whose measurement is less than right angle, which is 90 degree, are called acute angle. For example, we have 30, 40, 45, etc. An angle larger than a right angle but smaller than the straight angle, which is a measurement of 180 degree, are all categorized as obtuse angles. For example, 97 degree, 102 degree, 150 degree, etc. An angle larger than a straight angle but smaller than a complete angle, that is 360 degree, is always called as reflex angle. For example, 197, 220 degree, etc. Here is what is a straight angle? An angle whose measurement is 180 degree is called straight angle. A right angle always forms up a 90 degree angle, whereas in complete angle always form as a 360 degree angle. There are certain examples, there are certain shapes showing the different angles here. If you see the first chair position, it is a obtuse angle, whereas in a lid opening up, it is an acute angle, reflex, then after it's a straight, right, and last we have a complete angle. Shapes. It is an enclosed space, the boundaries of which are defined by other elements like lines, colors, values, textures, etc. We have two types of shapes, two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes. Two-dimensional shapes are flat and they can be easily drawn on a paper. They have two dimensions, length and the breadth. They are sometimes called plane shapes. Polygons. Two-dimensional shapes that have sides made from straight lines, that is only made up of a line segment and it has been closed, is called polygon. Any polygon which has four line segments or a four straight sides are called quadrilaterals. There are certain examples of quadrilaterals. First is rectangle. It is a four-sided two-dimensional shape which has two pairs of parallel sides and that intersect each other at a right angle. Rhombus. It's again a four-sided flat shape with straight sides where all sides have equal length. Also opposite sides are parallel and opposite angles are equal. Circle. It's a two-dimensional shape which is made up of a curve. It does not have any line segment but the same distance is throughoutly running through all the boundaries of the circle or circle. For example, a two-dimensional shape made by drawing a curve that is always the same distance from a fixed point. The center will have a same fixed radius from everywhere, from all the circumference. Square. It's a two-dimensional shape with four sides of the same length and four angles which are of 90 degree. What is a triangle? It's a two-dimensional shape which has only three sides and three angles. Three-dimensional shapes. The next topic is three-dimensional shape. These shapes are solid and they can be hollow. They are hollow and they can be filled with something. They have three dimensions, that is length, breadth and height. What is a face? Part of a shape that is flat or it could be a curve. For example, a cube has 6 of these. Can you see the highlighted region? That is a face. Edge. What is the edge? The line where two faces meet are called edge. Cube has 12 edges. Vertices. The place where 3 or more edges meet. This pyramid has 4 vertices. Cube. It's a three-dimensional shape because it has length, breadth and height, which has 6 square faces and they all are of the same size. We always see an ice cube, that is the same example of a three-dimensional shape. Cuboid, a three-dimensional shape which has 6 rectangular faces or 2 square faces and 4 rectangular faces. Sphere, it's a perfectly round three-dimensional shape like a ball. It has only one curved face. I hope you all enjoyed the session. Thank you and please refer to the other websites if you have any doubt.